Welcome to our channel. Today, we're diving into the profound practice of sadhana, exploring how it transforms the ego into the soul and leads us toward spiritual awakening. If you enjoy content that deepens your understanding of spirituality, be sure to subscribe and activate the notifications so you don't miss any updates. Sadhana, whether as a specific practice or as your overall spiritual transformation, is the process that begins with you as an ego and evolves into being a soul, who you truly are. The ego is identified with this incarnation, which will cease at the moment of death. The soul, on the other hand, has already gone through many deaths. If you complete your sadhana, there will be no fear of death, and dying will be just a moment. Once, through your spiritual practices, you catch that first glimpse of the living spirit. Once your heart opens, even for a moment, to unconditional love, everything in your life will become raw material for the mill of your awakening. This awakening is from ego consciousness, your limited self, to your true self, the universal spirit present in each of us, the consciousness of God. This is our path, the path of spiritual practice. 1. Where to start? Most traditions require a formal practice for spiritual progress. On the other hand, some traditions require no regular practice, and people still do well. So, I cannot say it is mandatory, but I certainly believe it is useful and encourage others to do it. In the beginning, it is advisable to try various different practice methods. While you are experimenting, be generous with yourself. Soon, you will find a method that suits the particularity of your karma. You just need to listen to your heart. If you listen to your own inner voice, it will tell you where you are at this moment and the best path for you to follow toward the light. But to see the path, you must be very still. You need to be in your heart. Turn off your mind. There is a place within you, beyond thought, that already knows the way. Trust in that. 2. The spiritual path. A soul is born human to have a series of experiences through which it will awaken from its illusion of separation. This physical experience of being incarnated is a process. We are on an inevitable course of awakening. If you deeply understand this message, it will allow you to practice from a different perspective with much more patience and timelessness. You engage in spiritual practices not out of a sense of duty or because you think you should, but because you know in your soul that there is truly nothing else you would rather do. In Sanskrit, this is called vairagya, a state of weariness with worldly desire, where only the desire for spiritual realization, mumukshutvam, remains. Spiritual attraction is the absolute desire, the one that truly binds you, but which dissolves on its own, because you dissolve in the process. Gradually, as our perspectives deepen, we begin to experience our own lives in the context of a greater purpose. We start to look at all our melodramas, desires, and sufferings, and instead of seeing them as events happening in a limited life, we begin to experience them as part of a much larger project. Each of us has our own path. I do not know yours, and I barely know mine, but what I can predict is that it will likely involve letting go of some notions about yourself, some ideas about who we are and where we are going. Gradually, it will become clear that we are merely part of a process. 3. Deepen your practice. Know that you can always deepen your spiritual practice. Let the Spirit permeate your life. Surround yourself with images of the divine, reminders of what is truly important in life. Let them help calm your mind, open your heart, and bring inner peace. Spiritual practice offers us the opportunity to return to the innate compassionate quality of our hearts and our intuitive wisdom. Just continue with all your spiritual practices, meditation, mantra, kirtan, and all forms of devotion. Little by little, gradually but inevitably, you will enter deeply into your own being. Then, recognize yourself in a new way. Become an instrument of joy, an instrument of equanimity, an instrument of presence, an instrument of love, and at the same time, be absolutely still. When you fully cross the ocean of illusions and attachment, you will reach formlessness. Then, you will be eternally quiet. Think about it. You and I are nothing more than a process. I am a process of mind, continuous moments, each separate from the others. In fact, there is no permanent I that incarnates and reincarnates. There is merely the law of cause and effect, coming and going. It is only a parade of the laws of nature and the illusion of manifestation unfolding. The more you open yourself to this kind of perspective, the more disinterested you become in watching your own incarnation unfold. You will realize that every melodrama, even the wonderful, "I am trying to enlighten myself," only creates more karma, and you can no longer bear that. If this content resonated with your heart, it means you are already on the path to a deeper inner transformation. But the journey doesn't stop here. Keep seeking self-knowledge and spiritual growth. Subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and follow our upcoming content to further deepen your sadhana practice and expand your consciousness. Together, we can walk toward true inner peace and spiritual awakening.